guys. Welcome to the first episode of Babbling Up. My name is Beth, and today we're here at NSTV. I'm a first year and I study French and International Media and Communication Studies. On my panel, we are joined by the lovely
Abby. I'm a first year and I study sociology.
I'm Grace and I study Spanish and Media and I'm also a first year.
And I'm Freya and I'm also a first year and I do French and Media.
Great stuff. So today we're going to be talking about the topic of university. But firstly, I'm just going to talk a bit about, why I've started this, just a bit of fun, a bit of like a passion project on the side. So we're now into March. Did you guys have any New Year's resolutions and how have you been sticking with them?
I said that I was going to stick to all my good habits that I had in 2022.
Which were?
Banging gym, drinking water and being an academic weapon.
What a lovely life motto.
I'm sticking to it. I'll be
Well
real.
done.
Just to kind of just be more chill, stay at home more, stop going out so much because it's just not necessary anymore.
Yeah.
And I've been out twice since I got back here from Christmas, so I think I've achieved it.
You're doing
and
really well.
Thank you. No more going out for me because I'm a granny now, so yeah, that's me.
I would say mine is probably actually showing up to my lectures. Was not an academic weapon and haven't really stuck to it yet, but it's coming.
We believe in you. Yeah. Okay, so like you were saying, Grace, clubbing, that is a huge part of university. Do you think it's worth the hype?
Definitely. I think first semester I went out so much and I'm so glad I did. I don't regret it at all. Because it's a big part of uni, whether you like it or not, like you're gonna go. I think it's very tough to be someone at uni and not ever go clubbing, whether, like I said, whether you drink, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
But now that I'm in my second semester, I've got a good group of friends. I don't think it's really necessary anymore. Not only because of that, but because I've been to all the clubs here.
Yeah.
And they get repetitive. Like they get boring after a while. If you're going every week, they get boring.
Yeah. Freya, where's the best place in Nottingham to go out, do you reckon?
Okay, this is just a biased opinion. I love Crisis on Wednesdays at Rock City. I know that's such a biased opinion. My worst club is Ink. I know people love it.
That is
the stairs when you're drunk. It's not it. It's not it.
Abby, what have you got to say about that?
I have a Spotify playlist called I'm an Ink Girl, like Till I Die. So I took that personally, but like I very much am an Ink girl.
Yeah.
Unit 13 is good too.
Unit 13, yeah. It's definitely it's like the sort of music you're into, I reckon.
Yeah.
But okay, what's your guys' go-to dance move in the club? Go on. I need to see it, even if it's just your top half. Go on.
I don't know. Just a little
Grace?
I don't know, I feel like it's really awkward. I feel like I just bop around, like really awkwardly, just like a classic kind of like just a bop.
Never the gun fingers.
Oh no, if I'm quite drunk,
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
but I don't know,
What
just
about,
a bop up.
Yeah, what about you, Frey?
I think it's just like the like
the
raven
bop.
hands.
Yeah.
Where everyone's like,
Yeah.
Love
Love that.
it.
Lovely stuff. Okay, so do you guys ever move to a boy or a girl in the club?
no comment.
What would you say is like the best way for like a boy to move to you?
Don't go up to someone and say, "What's your snap?" No,
No.
don't do that.
No.
I feel like there's no like right way to do it because like it's just icky in general. Like being in a club and someone be like, "Oh, you're fit." I don't think there is a right way to be honest.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm never approaching anyone in a club.
No.
No way. But if they approach me, I think in any way, like I'll talk to them back. I'll respond to you. But like Abby said, I don't think there's a right way to do it. There's not a set of rules.
No.
Like
You just got to have the riz or you don't have the riz.
yeah,
do
you
you know what I
either got it or
mean?
you don't. I
Yeah.
think, at the end of the day.
Fairs.
I would never approach someone because it's just not. You come to me, okay?
Yeah.
You come to me, but like in our friendship group, we do this thing where if they're fit, they'll go if he's behind me, or if they're not, they're like
No.
and then we swap places so that I'm not near them. And I feel like that's like
That
having each
works.
other's back in the club is like so important.
Have you guys got any like girly night tips, like advice?
I think having a girls' night every now and again is actually really nice because sometimes when boys are there, it's just, even if they're your friends, you kind of just want to be with the girls.
Yeah.
And it's fun and everyone's like doing their makeup in each other's rooms and preying all together. It's just every once in a while it's nice, just girls.
Yeah.
I had quite a girly night recently actually, and we all had everyone round to my flat, and like Freya said, I think it's important to have like a good prees of girls.
Yeah, prees
and
are so
we
important.
we got games out, like we were playing Ring of Fire, but we just kind of gave up and we're just literally chatting and having our drinks.
That's
and I think
nice.
that's important, like just having a chat before you go
Yeah.
out and just having a nice time.
I think sometimes the prees is better than the actual
100%.
going out a
100%,
lot of the
it's more
time.
social.
Yeah. And then I think like just like tips, like I always have like those little perfumes in my handbags to like spray in the club, because I get so self-conscious that like I'm sweating and I like smell bad. What would you say then are some fun alternatives to clubbing in Nottingham if you're not really like down or into it?
So like one of the first weeks in to like the first semester, me and Alice and like some other people from the Phil Sock, we went to we went drunk karaoke.
Okay.
And it's actually really fun, like just being hella intoxicated and be like, why need I want this?
We don't support getting but it's fun every now and then, guys.
Yeah,
Me and my friends have been ice skating quite a few times. That's a good one. And they do like certain nights where they turn the lights off and it's kind of like strobe lights everywhere. So that's good fun. And they play good music in the rink as well, to be fair. Other than that, I'd say literally just being social in like a chill way, having people around, going to someone else's house and things like that.
Yeah.
I had like a nice night out the other night where we went drunk bowling. Probably wasn't the safest idea, but it was the fact of doing like childhood things that you do when you're younger. When you're at uni, and like we've got plans to do like laser tag and like do all of these like fun activities that you would do when you're like 13, but we're doing them when we're like adults. And I think it's a nice way to like get to know people more.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so the next topic I asked on Instagram about like what people wanted to hear, and we've got, do you think that university is worth the money since you've been here?
Yes. Actually, yeah. It's like when you actually deep in, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like 9K, but like you don't get that experience a lot, like you don't. And especially as like a young person, like, meeting new people in a new environment, and also the fact that you get a degree is also probably a good factor.
Probably.
Yeah, maybe.
I guess that's why we're all here.
I think definitely, because you're open to so many more opportunities that you're not going to get anywhere else. Like if I was home, I wouldn't be doing things like this. I wouldn't be meeting people, and like it's so easy here to meet everyone because everyone's in the same boat. So like you said, we're never going to get that again, and I love it, so I think it's worth it.
I would say it's also worth it. I mean, you don't really get this experience every day, meeting loads of different people from all over the country. I think that was the funniest thing for me at uni, was from South, and I'm meeting all the people with northern accents, and I'm like, oh my god, like so weird. And I think like it's a lot of money, but it is like worth it because you're never gonna have this experience again unless, I don't know, you do uni when you're older, but it's different, isn't it? So.
Yeah. Okay. So how do you guys like prep for your seminars and your like tutorials and the boring side of uni?
I do my readings in a room, a dark room, slap on my Beats headphones, just get it done, and then that'll be it. Literally, like, if not then, it's never getting done. Sorry, it's just not.
So you've got that good ritual going on. You love
dark
to see
room,
it.
Beats.
Sounds kind of depressing though.
Is it? I'll be real.
You okay? Is everything okay?
But that's how I've gotten it. Like,
Great.
Yeah.
I'm a proper planner. Like I write a to-do list.
Yeah.
So I think that helps me keep on track and make sure I'm getting things done at the right time. So I just say plan, write a list, write a to-do list, write in a notebook and tick it off.
I also try and plan, but then the list gets forgotten and then the seminar work is normally not done.
Yeah.
I'm going to be realistic. Like I sort of do it the night before or the morning of, but like I don't really try that hard at the moment, which is the New Year's resolution kicking in at the moment.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But I think it's so important to do I've realised that I'm going to them more. Seminars are so important. Like you can go to a lecture, you can write your notes, but seminar, you're engaging with other people and understanding ideas, and
Yeah.
it's worth it.
I definitely
100%.
value the seminars more than the lectures, I think, sometimes. Because do you guys struggle with like procrastination? Yeah, I do, 100%. But like, I'm trying to work on, getting on top of things before the deadline, because we've all left an essay to like the last minute.
I feel like it's also overwhelming as well sometimes when you're like, oh my goodness, like that's a lot of stuff that I have not done. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then it just piles up and then you're just drowning in all the schoolwork. Like, since moving to uni, like you said, like meeting new people was like a whole new experience and stuff. But I feel like what's been on my mind has been like the dive into adulthood. Yeah. So like I know like you guys are 18, I'm 19, and it just feels though like we're all adults, but I don't feel like an adult, if that makes sense. Do you guys get what I mean?
In my brain, I'm still 15. Like, I'm actually still 15. No, it was actually so overwhelming, like, having to actually fend for yourself, like, and be responsible for yourself, and remember how you carry yourself is such a big, like, push, like, but there's no, like, going around it, like, you actually have to, like, be an adult, like, charge it, but, yeah, no, like, it's,
I think before you get to uni, you don't really think about the little things about being an adult, like stupid things like doing your food shop. Like, if you don't do it, you're going to starve. So, like, everything's your responsibility. And, like, I think I've been thinking about it recently a lot more because I'm just being a lot more independent, doing all my stuff, trying my hardest. So it's just like, wow, this is actually my life and I'm responsible for it. I don't know. It seems like a really, like, big step. But I think once you're in it and once you're comfortable, it's your new life, so you get used to it.
I would say it was hard at first because it was like, oh my god, new place, new people, I have to start budgeting. I think for me the biggest problem was budgeting, because at home your parents are like obviously paying, you're living at home, and you're at uni and you're like, oh, I've got my student loan, like I can just spend it, and it's like actually I'm gonna have to pay that off, and I should probably think more wisely on what I'm spending on.
Do I really need that Uber Eats? Probably
Do I
not.
really need that? Anything, just like, do I really need to go out tonight and spend £10 on a ticket?
Literally.
Probably
not. Yeah. So, in America where the like age of like an adult is like 21, do you think like they should do that in the UK?
No.
No?
No. Actually, no, because like I read online that that's because like it was different age, like drinking ages, and then they just moved it to 21. But we're chilling. Yeah.
Fair
and plus,
play.
I feel like, do you know, like when you're 18 and you're like exposed to that kind of environment, you kind of mature quicker because it gets very boring very quickly. But whereas like if you're like 21 and like, or 18, sorry, and like you're seeing the drinking age is 21, you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna do it hardcore, and then 21 comes and you're like, yeah, I can do this legally now, I'm gonna carry on. Whereas it's like it's just kind of a normal thing.
I think, I agree. I think it kind of not sets your life back, but everything just becomes a lot later. Like here, obviously, 18, most people are at uni drinking most nights. Whereas in America, if you've got to wait till you're 21 and things like that, you're still going to be doing it by the time you're 25. Whereas when we're 25, we're not going to be doing that anymore. Like, it's not going to be our idea of fun anymore. So, no, I don't think I think being 18 is a lot better than being 21 and waiting.
I think at 21, you're almost like too old to start drinking. Like in a way, like going hardcore, like you're a bit older. Most people finish uni at like 21, 22. Like your experience is completely different. And like uni is about like understanding your limits and, sometimes taking it too far and then understanding and learning from all the mistakes you're making. And at 21, you can't, like, you're going out into the world, like you're becoming more of an adult than we already are. So it's like, going to make those mistakes at like a work party. I'm not really sure that would go down too well.
Yeah, true. So like at uni, one thing I've struggled with, as well as like procrastinating and stuff like that, is just like, because I live quite far away, so like loneliness, like, because when like I've got loads of friends at uni, but like when you're like on your own, like what do you guys do? Because I know I listen to podcasts because it makes me feel like I'm in someone's conversation. I'm like listening to like some mates that like obviously they don't know I exist, but so what do you guys do to like cope with like feelings of like loneliness and just like the sadder emotions?
Music is actually my therapy. Like I just listen to like positive music. That sounds so cheesy, like but like I
good vibes.
I'm driving, but like just like listen to music. I also like vent a lot to my friends, like if they're like in a good mental space, like it's so like nice to be like, obviously if you don't have friends, but
Do you know, like in primary school, when they used to have like the friend corner? Do you reckon we should like introduce that at uni? You just
Yeah,
stand there with next to the sign, the friendship stop.
I think when I feel lonely, I think because I'm not gonna lie, I leave it a few days before I like contact my parents or contact my friends because I'm not speaking to them 24/7 because they're doing their own thing, I'm doing my own thing. But I think when I'm feeling like that, I think I know it's time to speak to someone from home because I love my friends here, I adore everyone here, but they don't quite know me like the people at home do. Like they grew up with me. So I think just FaceTime, just a quick message, you know, even if it's just for 10 minutes, it can just make you feel so much better. So just keep in contact with home.
Yeah, 100%.
No, I completely agree with talking to friends from home, especially when it's exactly the same. They know you so much better. Like they're around you. They've been around you for years.
Yeah.
And I think me, it's definitely Netflix and like watching TV shows is for me when I'm lonely because I'm like, oh, just pop on like Too Hot to Handle or something, and I'll just feel like reality TV has saved me massively because it's like I'm involved and I can like watching Love Island every night is so nice.
It's such a good part of your routine. It's such like a social
9
aspect.
o'clock, everyone's in someone's room. We're all watching it, reacting, and it's so nice. And it helps. I think it's getting everyone out of their rooms and 100%. Socialising. It helps with the loneliness.
Do you guys get on well with your flat?
I'm already in a flat, so I'm in catered halls, so it's just like room. It's basically like a boarding house, and that's what I'm used to. So I'm like, it's just second nature.
Yeah.
But I feel sorry for my neighbours because I'm up till like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, like blasting music in the shower or like talking to people on the phone. And I've got quite a loud voice.
Yeah.
And I've seen them walk out their rooms being like, look
that's
at
that
her.
loud girl.
Next door.
Yeah.
But I have a really good friendship group, and I wouldn't change it for anything. And
good.
So it's good.
Yeah.
I live in a flat of 6 people, and we've got 3 boys and 3 girls.
Yeah.
And honestly, I couldn't have asked for better people to live with.
Aww.
Like genuinely, we're like a little family. Yeah. We actually have never all been out together as a flat, which is weird. Like, there's always a couple people missing. But I think it's nice that we don't do everything together because we all say, like, in the day we're at our lectures, you know, with our course mates, we're all in different societies, so we have other people from there. But at the end of the day, we come home to our family. We come home to home. We've got actually Nerf guns in our flat as well.
Jealous.
Yeah, no, it's a war zone, but it's so fun. Like, it's exciting, and I love them all. So, yeah, I adore them.
Yeah.
Me and my flat are chilling.
Yeah.
We're chilling. I feel like I'm not even there half the time. I'm always at yours.
Yeah. Abby is always at my house because basically we live like round the corner from each other because we live with 12.
So,
there's
12.
11, yeah. So there's 12 in one like block of
3
like, rooms.
3, what's it?
3 rooms.
Ugh.
4 rooms on 3
4
floors.
Yeah, that's it.
Quick maths. No, but yeah, and like I feel like the dynamic in my flat is like we all like get along, but we're not like friends.
I'm always at yours.
Yeah, she's always at mine. I'm friends with like another girl that we are gonna move in with next year. Have you guys started thinking about like next year? Have you got that sorted? Like where you're gonna live? Second year.
Well, I'm living with you.
Yeah, I'm living with Abby.
Yeah, so I'm actually in the process of getting a house right now. So we've like paid deposits and things like that. So it's just signing contracts. But I'm living with 3 boys.
Okay.
Is,
promiscuous.
I adore them. I don't live with them at the minute. They're in a different flat. And they're always at mine or I'm always at theirs. Like, we're really good friends, and they're the people I go out clubbing with. So like we get on so well. Again, we're like family, and we do anything for each other.
You've got such a nice vibe at your uni experience. Like, we're so like a family. I'm like, I don't like anyone.
We are literally like family. It's so funny. But the living with 3 boys part, I'm not sure how I feel about that. But well, I say that, but like I said, I love them. But if it's a mess, I'm not cleaning it. They can clean their own mess.
No. Don't become a uni wife. No. Never.
So I'm living with 6 people next year, and there's been, you know, we did ours really early because I'm living with 2 boys and 4 girls.
Yeah.
And we did ours really early, and we've all said we regretted it because ours is really expensive because we're in London, and it's just, they were so like, oh, let's get a house, let's do this. And like, think about it now. I said we could have waited like another like 6 weeks and gotten a cheaper house on the same street, bills included, because our bills aren't included, and I am stressed about that.
Well, the cost of living crisis.
Cost of living
I'm
crisis is
a bit
not
scared
gonna
for
be
you.
good
Yeah.
But I mean, I love it's going to be so fun because the
Yeah.
boys are really tidy. They're
Oh,
really
that's good.
clean boys.
That's nice.
They love cleaning, and I'm going to be the biggest problem, and I know that, and it's going to be fine.
Well, self-awareness is the first step.
Yeah, everyone stresses. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, get it first semester, like first couple of weeks in, find your group, get a house.
Yeah.
Just wait until like November,
Yeah.
December, and the houses do go quick, but you still find good
You'll
houses.
find a house. You'll find a place.
There's still houses now. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be that worried if I was you.
I love that. Okay, so do you guys have anything else that you want to talk about? Just get it off your chest. We're on Babbling Up. Actually, we can talk about why it's called Babbling Up, because you might not know why I decided that that's what it's going to be called. So NSTV used to do something called the Gist. So I got the logo, something similar. So we got a bit of the lips like chatting. That's where that comes from. And then Babbling Up is kind of like a play on words from babbling, because like you chat and you babble on, and then what's been bubbling up on your mind. Yep. So clash the two words together, babbling up. So yeah. But yeah, has anyone else got anything that they want to get off their chest, uni related?
Don't leave your assignments last minute.
Yeah,
Please do
yeah,
not.
that's
Oh
good.
my God, Beth, do you remember?
So here's a story time. Abby thought it'd be a really good idea to, was it 4 Red Bulls in a row?
Liter total
of Red Bull, and then she's like panicking that she was having
No,
heart
but it was very
palpitations.
valid. Like, I
Yeah.
actually thought I was going to pass
And
away.
made me take her to what was it?
QMC. Shout out QMC.
And then we got to QMC, and what was it? The A&E wait room was 5 hours.
5 hours.
And I said, I love you, but I'm about to
respectfully,
leave.
I'm not waiting for
Respectfully,
that, no.
yeah. And then you were fine by the time
I
we
literally
got back.
got 82
Yeah.
out of 100.
She got 80, so she got a first on the
literally
assignment.
So I'm not suggesting it, but for me it works. No, don't leave your assignments last minute, because I used to do that in college, and I'd be fine. Don't do that,
because there is like positive procrastination.
Yeah.
Like I've always found that sometimes you make, what's that saying about diamonds and pressure? You guys know what I'm on about, right? No.
Pressure. Diamonds don't break under pressure or something.
No, it's pressure makes diamonds, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
the moral of the story is you can get good stuff done when you're under pressure. You work well under pressure. Some people are just built different. But clearly. Academic weapon. Okay, anyone else?
If you're thinking about going to uni this year, or if like next year or whatever, if you think about uni like in general, I think do research about your course.
100%.
Get really stuck in, go on like the uni websites and look at the videos of people that do your course, because they're out there. Because I'm not saying I dislike my course, because I don't by any means, but it's not what I expected.
No, I can completely agree.
You two are like the one half of my course that we do, the media side. And me and Beth were saying the other day, actually, like we expected it to be very interactive, very hands-on, creating things, because media's a creative subject. But our lectures are all just about like philosophers and theorists and things like that. And I understand we got to do that. Of course we got to do that. Yeah. But like, let us do some creative stuff.
Literally, that's why I really appreciate things like NSTV and like societies, because you can just like have that creative space. Whereas because you're part of Radio Society.
Yeah, so I'm part of URN, which is University Radio Nottingham, and I'm so glad I joined that, because I've met so many different people through there, and it's my creative outlet. I mean, I do the radio every 2 weeks, tune in. And I also have a podcast. So,
tune
go
into
and
that.
listen to that too. It's called The Chat Shit Show. So it's just like, societies are so precious, like, because you meet so many people from different years as well, on completely different courses, and you're just expanding like your little bubble of people, and also your creativeness. Like, it's just somewhere to let your imagination go.
You're like constantly learning.
Yeah, and I think it's really important, because your course might not be what you expect. So
nope.
I'm gonna follow up on that.
Yeah.
So I got into clearing, so I had a bit of a bear with my A levels, and I think it's all worked itself out pretty well. I mean, top 20 uni through clearing. I was
big Russell group.
Bit shocked. But definitely do research and go and visit the uni and figure out what halls you like, and talk to people. Like, if you have friends and siblings who go to the uni, like, get information, because I think for us, because it was COVID,
Yeah.
we had such a lack in being able to go and visit the unis because
Yeah.
everything was shut down.
Yeah.
So I felt like when I was actually applying, I didn't
Just blindly
I
applied.
was like, oh,
Sounds
I don't know,
good. Yeah.
media, like, I don't know, Exeter. Let me just write
Yeah.
that one down. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about Exeter, and I
Yeah.
didn't know anything about Nottingham. But I think always keep yourself open-minded, because
100%.
it does all work out. Like, I didn't do well in my A levels, and I'm at a good uni. Maybe not doing the course I want to do, but I
Yeah.
made it and I got here.
Yeah. Well done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just want to follow up from what you said, actually. Don't just visit the uni, visit the city,
Yeah.
because that's important. If you're someone who likes going clubbing and you visited the uni, but you've never been into the city, and then you get there and there's no clubs, no good
Yeah.
clubs. Like, not even just clubbing, because that's not what all uni's about. I mean, it's a big part of it, but it's not everything.
You don't just go to uni to club,
You
guys.
don't just go to uni to club, don't get it twisted. But visit the cities and visit, like, just your environment, because your environment is so important. Like, you're here on your own at the end of the day. Yes, you're going to have friends. Of course, you're going to meet people. But you came here by yourself.
That's so true.
So you want to make sure that you're in a place that you like and that you want to be in.
Yeah, because you're here for the next, 3-4 years sometimes?
You're here for a long time,
Yeah.
so make sure you're comfortable.
Definitely. I was saying we could like do a little game.
Okay.
Buy or buy is like stuff that you would bring to uni. So like an air fryer, would you buy or say buy? Because I honestly can't live without my air fryer. Obviously, I'm in like non-catered, so I make my own food every day, and I literally is absolutely amazing. Like I would say for you, a coffee machine.
My coffee machine.
Yeah.
My best friend.
Yeah, literally. Anything that you would recommend buy or buying?
Good pair of headphones.
Yeah.
Like a good pair of headphones.
Yeah.
I'm not saying my neighbours are noisy in particular, but just like you need some sort of like, isolation, I feel
Yeah.
like. And plus like walking to uni, like
Yeah,
just
I
good.
feel lost sometimes when I don't have my headphones in.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm so aware of my surroundings. I'm like,
yeah.
what, like everyone's
is
staring
it?
at me. Like my social anxiety skyrockets if I don't have music in a lot of the time. So yeah, I agree. Good pair of headphones.
This might sound really stupid, but a good bag, because
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
because I'm not gonna lie, my laptop's heavy, and I had a bag break on me the other day. The straps literally fell off. And, you know, you need to fit everything in there, because
Yeah.
a lot of the time you're going to be in uni all day. You might not have lectures all day, but you're
No.
going to be busy all day walking about. And you
Yeah.
never know where you could end up. I think that's a big thing as well, because, like, you'll get messages of people, oh, do you want to do this now? And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Spontaneous.
Yeah, off I go.
Yeah.
You got to have all your stuff on
Yeah.
you. Do you know what I mean? So
Walking around like a year 7 with like
No,
one of those
literally
massive
massive
backpacks. See,
full to the brim.
yeah, because I've always had like a horrible track record with bags. Like, and I came to uni with a handbag, and I was like, my shoulders in agony.
Oh my God, it's awful.
And I was like, I literally had to go to the UN like gift shop and buy a backpack. So now I'm walking around with UN merch
As you
on my
should.
back.
As you should.
Like,
Rock
yeah, rep the hoodies. No, but yeah, it's I agree. I think a bag is so.
I think
important.
you don't really think about it until you're here and you're like, Jesus Christ, my back hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, go for comfort over style, I reckon. Yeah.
I've got 2 things.
Yeah.
A good raincoat. Because
Yes, facts.
this country rains so much. I showed up with a North Face jacket.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone's like, okay, they look cool. They're not waterproof. And when it's torrentially raining and I decided to show up in like trackies and a hoodie,
Yeah.
both of them were different colours by the end of my walk here.
Right.
So, and then you're sat in lectures drenched. And I would say
soggy.
like an umbrella or like a coat, even just get a good waterproof coat that just works. And then the second thing, decorations for your room.
Yeah.
I think I've walked into so many people's rooms and it's just so empty, and I'm like, if you walk into mine, there's like a tapestry, there's lights, there's pictures, and like fake plants. Like, you got to do it all because it kind of is your home.
Yeah.
Like, it's your home away from home. And
Yeah.
I think for me, it's so important to have like just a little sanctuary of all your stuff.
Yeah.
And
I agree, because I think it was the first like 4 or 5 months, I left my room pretty empty. Like, I was scared of like sticking anything on the walls because I don't want to lose my deposit, and like I don't want to leave like blue tack on the walls and stains. But I was like, after a couple months, I was like, I need photos, I need pictures. This needs to be pink right now, like, because I was just like, I I'm like, I feel like I'm in a prison. Like it didn't
Yeah.
feel like my home away from home until I decorated it, and I put loads of pictures up of my friends, and I like got a tapestry like you said, and then I was like, yeah, this LED lights is a vibe now. Like I can enjoy my space. Yeah, I agree. Anything else, guys?
A good water bottle.
Yes.
Right. Because we've all
Yeah, everyone's just like showing their water bottles now.
because I have a good water bottle in my flat, and I think every day I forget it, or I think no, because if I fill up, it's gonna be too heavy,
Right.
and then I'm like, I'll just buy one. No,
Yeah,
don't buy one every day.
No, I've got a Chili's water bottle.
Ooh,
They
that's a good
are
one.
amazing. It's pink with flamingos on it.
Nice.
And it keeps your water. We're not sponsored by Chili's or anything, guys.
Not yet,
but
anyway.
it keeps the water 24 hours cold and like 12 hours hot, I think. And if you put stuff in there. And this is a lethal weapon. If I was to hit someone with this, not condoning violence or anything, but it would
They're getting knocked out.
literally. So
But I think a good water bottle is very important because, like I said, a lot of the time you're going to be in uni for a long time.
Yeah.
And like I said, you never know where you can end up. So you got
No.
to stay hydrated and don't waste
Exactly.
your money on plastic water bottles like I do.
Do you guys bring
Because
food to uni or do you just
sometimes.
buy it? Yeah.
Sometimes, but I do find myself in Boots buying a meal deal most days, which is bad.
Do you know what? I'll be real. I'll just go back.
You go back
to
home.
the car,
Yeah.
just, like,
If you live
spend-
close, you can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I do.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else that we'd say bye to, like that you brought
Oh,
to uni and you've
goodbye.
never used?
I don't think there's a certain thing that I'd say bye to, but maybe just not bringing as many clothes.
Oh, 100%.
Because I packed my suitcase coming here. Literally, my whole wardrobe is in there, and now my whole wardrobe is in my uni room. And I'm thinking this is going to be a pain to get back, first of all, and I don't wear half of it.
No.
I literally don't wear half of it.
I wear the same couple hoodies on rotation.
Yes, exactly. So just really, really think about what you wear and what you want to wear, and bring that and say bye to the rest because you don't need it. You're not going to need it.
I would say, like, like handbags?
Yeah.
Where everyone's like, oh, I'll bring them to the club.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a girl with a handbag in a club. Like, ever. I know some people choose to just have their stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, pockets for me is, like, all I need.
Yeah.
And I think people bring, like, their nice bags and then they just get ruined. Like, that's the one thing I would say, just leave them at home. They're at home. I know that's just my personal preference, is I would never bring a bag out.
See, I love a bag on a night out.
Really?
I love a bag.
The thing is, I can understand why people like them.
Oh, that sounds so wrong. Like, not in that way. I mean, a handbag. Yeah.
No, I just don't. It's just annoying, isn't it? Sometimes when you're like trying to dance and the bag falls down your shoulder, it's just annoying.
Yeah, I like to put like my coat like in the bag handle if I bring a coat. Yeah, and then like it's strapped on because if they don't have like a cloakroom, I can stop laughing at me. If they don't have a cloakroom, I can just put like my coat over the handbag and just keep it like tucked in all night. But yeah, great stuff, guys. So I live like 3.5 hours away if I was to drive, and I just felt a bit like I don't want to bring my car up, don't know if I can afford it. I'm kind of scared to do the drive as well, like so I think I can get around because I live closer to campus, but second year I might consider bringing it up because I know you've got your car on campus.
Yeah, so I have it's genuinely, in my friendship group, we're so lucky because 3 of us have cars. So it's always, if we need to go to like a big Tesco's, one of us will always drive, or like a lift to the train station, someone's always around.
Yeah.
But I mean, I got a permit for uni, but I wouldn't recommend, unless like for me, driving home is so nice. Like I have the freedom to, like, if I want to go to my friend's house the weekend, I can drive us there. But first year, I wouldn't say it's necessary. It's genuinely, like, you are so grateful if you have it, but if you don't, it's like, don't feel like you need to bring it.
Yeah.
Because a permit's expensive and you have to qualify for one.
Yeah, and the upkeep of just like fuel.
Oh my God,
general.
the fuel price is ridiculous. Like, I'll do like a couple of runs in a week and I've done like a quarter of my tank and I'm like, that's like £15 down the drain already just from driving.
Yeah. What do you guys think about jobs at uni? Because I've been struggling to get like a job that works with my like timetable, my schedule. People kind of want you to be like committed and put the job over your uni. But then at the same time, it's hard to like just get money. Like, so what do you reckon?
I think like the uni does quite a lot of jobs here, but obviously like they're so in demand because everyone wants a job with uni because it's convenient. I mean, I'm thinking about second year more. Like first year, I feel obviously I want the money coming to my bank account. You know, you want to be able to like afford like the way that you want to live.
Yeah.
But I think focus on like friends and all of that, and then in second year when you have more time and you can sacrifice certain things, I think that's when you want to start. Like I know people have jobs and I'm envious of them, but then think about it, I can barely get all my uni work done. How am I going to be able to put up with a job at the same time?
True.
So I think if you feel like you could do it, do it. But if I personally would say focus on first year and enjoy it.
Yeah.
See, I am actually on the other end of it compared to you. I had 2 jobs actually all throughout sixth form.
Wow.
So I'm very used to schoolwork in the week, work at the weekends. So actually, like as soon as I got here, I was applying for jobs. But like you said, these like companies, they want you to be dedicated to the job. They want you to be in at this time and out at that time. And I think companies don't realise that uni, like, you'll have a massive break in the middle of the day, but it's not necessarily enough time to go to your job and do a shift.
Yeah.
So it's like they need to take into account like when we can work and how often we can work, because you know we need the money, we need the jobs.
Yeah.
But they're not very flexible with us in the sense that we can do the job. So it's really annoying. But I do want a job here because I'm used to that. But I don't know. It's just really hard to find them.
I'm kind of lucky in the sense that like back home I work at a nursery, like they know that I can only work term time when I'm there, so yeah, that's good for me. But also I feel like for people who are looking for jobs, like you kind of have to remember it is kind of a balance. You can't work and put work over uni, because ultimately like that can happen where you're like so focused on money and you kind of forget like in the grand scheme of things you're here to do a degree. Do you know what I mean? It is good though to have a job though.
I think like you said, going home and being able to like have a job back home like during term time, perfect, because you come back to uni and even that little bit of money in your bank account, you're like, I needed that. You know what I mean? But yeah, and like there is like small things to do around uni to get like money. Like they run like these SEDx experiments. I go to every single one that they send me in my emails. They're like, do you want to come be a part of an economics test? I'm like, £5 show up fee and you get to like play little computer games for money.
Also,
like,
I got paid like £40 for like a phone call interview for research. I was like,
wow, I got paid £36 from like, I know it's not a lot, guys, but come on, I'm trying to make a living here. That's my little shop sorted. No, but like there's a like bits and bobs, but like you said, I do think because first year doesn't really count in most cases. Is this the year that you put, you dive into uni and the experience, and then second year when you've settled down a bit more, your way around the town, get a job then.
One thing about like the social aspect of uni, I feel like a lot of people, for me personally, I was kind of struggling with like, oh my goodness, how am I going to have friends? Obviously I do live quite close by, so I knew a few people who come here, but it was more of like, how am I going to make friends on my course? But I feel like to the people who are like going into uni like this September, it's not that deep. Sorry,
it's never that deep.
Like, you will find your people eventually. Even if you don't first semester, I've made a few friends second semester who like stick around. Like it's really like not something to stress out about. I feel like it comes naturally, like, you know what I mean? You naturally gravitate towards people, and if you don't, you can clearly put yourself out there. It's not, you don't have to go clubbing every night just to make friends. No, that's not how friendships are made ultimately though.
No. You meet so many people doing so many different things, so yeah.
Why are you smiling at me?
It's just so pretty.
Definitely on the social aspect for me, because I'm on Jubilee campus, which is obviously a different campus. It wasn't my choice, but we had to live with it. I think it's so important to like always put yourself out there, because I know that, and I know it's hard for some people, like you're starting a new place, you don't know where you are, but like even just like saying, like I remember my first day, I literally just introduced myself to like all the people in my corridor and be like, oh hi, I'm Freya, like, and that's because I'm quite an outgoing person naturally, but now we've got our friends on our course, like call them the baddies. It's so weird, but like they are genuinely like my ride-ons are people. Like, and I have my friends in my hall, but these people, like I'm on my course with them, they're always like, come into the lecture, and I'm like, maybe. But we always have each other's backs, like, and I think it like it's so nice to meet people
Yeah.
because we're also like-minded. We all do
the same
media.
course. Like we've got like I feel like with friends you always have common ground like
Yeah.
somewhere. Yeah.
And it's also nice having also like your friends on your course, but then also your friends you live with, because they see you in a completely different light. And it's so important to like treasure those friendships over anything else at uni.
Lovely stuff. Great. Well, I think we've talked about everything. How long have we got? Like, what are we looking at? We're at 40. That's good. I think that's good there. Okay, should we do a cheeky little outro? Oh my god. Okay, so I didn't really plan an outro. I'll be so real, but I could just be like. Okay, so yeah, that is everything I think that we've spoken about today. I hope you guys have enjoyed the first episode of Babbling Up. I will leave all the girls' socials if you want to follow them, as well as, you know, NSTV's Instagram and socials, and, you know, the shit show. Yeah, Grace's podcast. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me, guys. You guys have been lovely. If you've got any questions, feel free to send them in. Follow the Babbling Up Instagram, where I will ask you guys what you want to see every week. You can get involved in polls and, you know, send in. Love a good poll. We love a good poll. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Babbling Up. Great, Kia with that.
Slade.
That was good. Should I beatbox?